that service to country is never in vain. Because when we model systems, we multiply trust. When we dignify workers, we strengthen democracy.
So good morning and welcome to NNTV Live. We are coming to you live from the Ministerial Complex where the government of Liberia through the Civil Service Agency launches the automated legal power of attorney. That's the LPA. So coming to you live from the Ministerial Complex ballroom. Keep following this broadcast.
This right here is thinking Liberia, is loving Liberia, and is building Liberia.
So that was the Director General for the Civil Service Agency, Mr. Josiah Chokai. So this program is the official launch of the government of Liberia through the Civil Service Agency that launches the automated legal power of attorney, LPA. So the master of ceremony is Hassan Kewu, the Deputy Director General for Media Services at the Liberia Broadcasting System.
So you just grab somebody and say, go get a job. Be qualified, right? You know, the gentleman will say, you get a qualified, you're not fired. But at least you'll be qualified before you get it, right? That's the only way you know, we can build Liberia. You know, I never knew what the civil service does until Dr. Josiah came to the aspect. I did not know. I even told him the other day, he said, man, you can't be joking. I said, I'm not joking. You know? And then also the LPA, bringing it back, which is a fantastic job, very innovative. You know, I used to have a Ghanaian friend, and the Ghanaian friend would say, if he wants to, you know, someone who's very innovative, because Dr. Josiah is looking ahead. The guy said, Hassan, you think the guy, when you are thinking, the guy has already thought it. I mean, he has thought, right? So he just qualified. He said, before you think, the guy has already thought it.
So, as you follow, we just want you to know that this program is an innovative and fully automated system that will enable civil servants to access essential goods and services on credit.
Alright, so we are moving steadily and we'll soon come to the end. So we'd like to call on the Flomo Theater production. Are they around? Flomo Theater. Flomo Theater. Yes, someone's going to call them. But let me just, they're coming? Oh, good. Yes, please, microphone.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I won't get from this from my house. But I know that all call together we go to our store together this thing. I saw the money she just won't pay her all the way. Very high interest. Yeah, very low to do. Yeah, ma. I don't know what you're going to be yet. You for being a credit. Oh, you bought. You for being a credit. You're playing what the money? Yeah, one. Hey. And here's something that they're supposed to be happy. The people don't play in person. You remember, I don't even know. But well, I've been hearing people talking about it in the business. But when I'm way, buddy, when the bureaucracy was too much me and you were just talking all kinds of things about LPA. So I won't know. So you got to beg you. If you know the meaning of LPA, please tell me. And what the one LPA is about, please.
You mom. LPA.
Talking to the
You know what LPA stands for? Legal power of attorney. So the government of Liberia, in collaboration with CSA, make it life easy for all government workers.
Ready? Tell me more.
Let me tell you, you're doing all the things we talk about LPA. Don't do nothing. Nothing. Our own will say the stranger that asks questions, they can make them found.
I tell you.
The LPA here. That's true. I said that's true. People say now there's only 3,000. I said that's true. By the way, the LPA, they follow that law through the civil service agency, CSA, they're working together with the Ministry of Finance and Development, and with other people better that law. They want to follow the whole LPA. So you will know that true story. Wait. All that place they talking. What did they have to do? What did they do? What did they do? Let me tell you when you talk with President Biden, they be talking, take my blood, not that blood, and you are not doing that you need to rescue that. You take the blood that probably that they do. I will tell you, relax yourself. The LPA will be a part of the LPA. The civil service will be working for all government agencies and ministry and all government school and hospital and everybody. Put you in their system that will take your particular. They take everything with the time of born your knee and then they do your fingerprint and then they put you in the system. Then you now you follow the LPA already. Wait. So tell us what about me. Put it in the system. No, you do it fingerprint. So that you know you do it to the box. When you go to the store, when you buy the LPA, you say, "But it's John Jacaro." You go to the store. The person don't get best. You go ask Rebecca to do your fingerprint. So you do your fingerprint. Every year when you tell your boss, the ministry you want to wait, the agency you want to wait, everything will just
Well, me, I will ask question. Because our chance talking general has to go to critical place to this name. So you mean you are working here already now? My information is the same. If I want anything, I want video, I want television, I want cell phone, I want anything you want. So you think I can go to any store?
They know LPA now. They get certain store are working on it. They get them from any school. So join the team. They will tell them kind of store they working with.
The supermarket.
The supermarket. They get them. They look at the team you want.
So I want to know when I won't be sure. Because I won't play anything. I won't get for back.
I know you. This guy know you.
So if I go there, anything I want, anything else now, I can take it.
No.
No. Help the
You
store.
have to take something within your salary.
So for now, for me, our beginning, maybe there 2-3 months. Therefore, I want separate it. 40 they are carrying on to my 50, they are carrying on to my home. Everything you have to say something like that for us.
No.
But when the system is broke, they will tell you how to manage it. And you know, because of more area, I will get to the money. So the system, they building. Now, when you take a thing, they will take small every day for the system for all your talk. They're letting all your money. They will be able to tell the money. If I tell after eating the carry, in the morning they will give me small. They will take small. Before someone is really paid,
so what's up with my uncle now? All the way you put on.
That is talking slow like that. What are you doing, grandpa? You go to them. I know you call them record. This one of the bigger level. I will tell my story. I will tell what I pay my material. I pay my tickets for I pay my all the way low. You see, you know you're freaking last year. You know that the need is honorable. Forget I'll tell it that's it lay up here. I can't get I'll pass it on in like all the problem when you teach them to handle to believe to learn to tackle so they will be part of the LPT you know we have our person the person brother the battle will not take build our second to better as
So that was a clear understanding from the drama team to get you the information of this launch of the Liberia pay after. That's a common meaning for the LPA, where civil servants will be eligible to take course and service from the government of Liberia and then be able to pay after. So today is the 22nd of October and the government of Liberia is launching this program to give rights to government workers.
Production.
So that was a very beautiful performance there by the Flomo Theatre, and we are still on the launch of the
He goes by the name Darius Motet.
government
He's a Liberian artist.
through the Civil Service Agency,
He's been doing this for over decades.
which is launching the automated
He goes by the
legal
name
power of attorney,
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for
LPF. And now this entertainment session. The next group is a sports star TrueLiberia, who is going to entertain the tenants here.
They say Liberia musician there, the people there, Liberia people there, and some of us, we go to school too. And I take communication, I take mass public administration in school. And you see, that's also big in third grade school. And I'm not surprised for all the people that are hearing from CSA. The lack of property was here. You see, he used to be teaching me public administration in school. So almost everything they talk here, it literally is for the thing what we were in school. And preach weeks, where is preach weeks? Yeah, so because every time anybody up there, I see all the diploma and the thing on the walls, and that's small than you. And so and another thing is it should be me performing my song now, but I'm really, really proud because I'm not allowed to hear in the common people way. And you see all the rich people there, you see, most of them live in one room. Yeah, myself I am TrueLiberia because almost all the people entities don't say TrueLiberia making small thing. I can just call my nurse and say, go in the supermarket, tell them what I give you, tell them give you that, I give you that. And she can sound it, she bring it in. When I really I go, I pay. I'm not allowed to hear all the people all around the world are doing. So if the government can make it, my power will even too. If the government can make it, my power can work in the supermarket quiet. And I've been putting people now because he common citizen harder. So we tell the director, thank you so much. We tell you thank you for why you the innovation for our Liberian people. That means everybody has somebody. But he's still doing DJ play far in front of me.
So TrueLiberia is about to perform one of his popular songs, Find a Friend.
If I won't be treated, find a friend. If I won't be treated, find a friend. She said you want me home. It won't be treated home. Hey, said want me home. It won't be treated home. Re-emphasize the message of the LPA today. So I know other people in the radio, on TV, and not just about me singing, are trying to tell the director, thank you, the government of Liberia, President. Joseph Imabwaka will say thank you for having the turn of the Liberian people. We love you, Baba.
So that was Teddy Raj with his performance. Reaches channels, it is LNTV, Liberia Live. We are coming to you live from the Ministerial Complex, where the government of Liberia, through the Civil Service Agency, launched the automated legal power of attorney. That's the LPA scheme. It is an innovative and fully automated system that enables civil servants to access important goods and services on credit. So there's entertainment performance. Here is Gobazi.
We as artists, whenever the government is doing something that affects the life of Liberian people, it's our responsibility to support. It doesn't matter which side you are. So I want to say a very big thank you for inviting us to come here. And the LPA thing is very important. I was asking the director, I said, so I'm about how you go, So and I'm telling them that we need to put calabash, all the restaurants, so you can just send them, because I'm not telling what they're for, go calabash. So but it's a great thing, and even the great America, we go there, this is what happens, and this become easy for the civil servants. Sometimes you leave something, you don't get money, you go over there. So I want to say thank you for this great initiative. Liberia come first. I would say it doesn't matter who you support, it's your right, it's your constitutional right to choose your side. But when it comes to national development, we all have to come together as a country.
As the voice of Gobazi. One of Liberia superstar.
So yes, call boy if you get problem. Don't call me.
Popular Lufian country music song.
So the DJ said he let me on me because
radio.
So we do the freestyle.
It's part
if you know the song, I want you to sing it with me.
Musical group.
You can drink anything you want. The money buy is here.
Papagayano.
Let's go now. If you love Liberia, you I want to see your hands in the air like hey, let's go. I got roses, I got cheese, I just you know. I got my bitch so big, so much pride with so face. Somebody want me to feel what I give on. Moving high, listen, they don't know what it's sacrifice. We go to from everybody. Some people never satisfied. When you fall down, they break the stop. If you don't appreciate things I do, Let me just emphasize on the importance of this. This is very good. It's a good initiative. Like my brother Teddy stated, thank you, TG, thank you to the government of Liberia. It's great. Anytime the government have an initiative like this, it's always important to invite Liberian artists to show the talent. So I want to say thank you. And I've been dropping song for almost a year, so I'll be dropping my single in November.
So that was Kobasi, one of Liberia's musical stars.
And when you want you to drop your single, that is smart. Just put your hands together for TrueLiberia and Kobasi. And by the way, we'll be collecting Echo. I think you saw that performance there. So somebody, before you go on, collect Echo. Just kidding. All right. So we'll now call Montana, our technology gurus for this program, and they are going to demonstrate to us how it works. Ladies and gentlemen, Montana.
Thank you very much. Hello everybody. So today I will be pretty much doing a quick live demo of the system. I'm being assisted by my colleague, Margaret. So she's controlling the projector. I'm also here on my team. special thanks and appreciation to our technical team from the CSA as well. So this is not just Montana, we have to work with CSA technical team to ensure that the system is automated and fits their requirement. So everything that we automated basically came from the CSA team. DG, thank you so much for the leadership and for allowing the team to work with us. So pretty much as NLL system, we will first give a little overview of our company. So our company name is Montana Consulting and Technology Group. It's 100% Liberian owned. We have a company policy that 30% of our staff should be female, and currently we have 37% of our staff. We are the current holder of the best IT company in Liberia. We provide technology solution, IT infrastructure, automation, project management, IT consulting and advisory, as well as we've been in Liberia for 19 years, can you imagine? So we currently in 3 other countries other than Liberia. Those 3 countries are Rwanda, Sierra Leone, and the US. So I'm proud to say that we are actually exporting technology from Liberia to the rest of the world. Interestingly, thank you. Interestingly, maybe our next presentation will actually be seeing 4 other countries who signed a contract in Benin. So we will system in Benin as well. So that's a little backdrop of our company. And again, we are 100% Liberian, no foreigner working for us, we are all Liberians, and we are very excited about this project. So we'll jump into the quick demo just to give you a flow step by step how the process works. So as any other system, you need a URL, www.lpascheme.com. Some of you that have the smartphone, you can go to it, just that you don't have access. Like any other system, you have to log in with your username and password. Now, the username and password will pretty much be given to all HR department heads, all users of the system. And also, once you log in, you have the dashboard. Basically, the first thing you have to do, onboarding. This is where you have to onboard the employee into the system. This is integrated with the NIR to ensure that based on your national ID, you have to be a civil servant, refresh that record from the system, and we display. So this is our case study, Teresa Johnson. So we put in her national ID number, and then the system refresh all her information. And what we need to do just to enter the telephone number and the email address. The reason why we are asking for the telephone number so that the user can receive text message notification, email notification whenever they are transacting. We don't want you to go to the store and then there's some transaction and then you have no idea of the transaction, which you see in subsequent slides of the demonstration. So once the email is inputted and submitted, the next step is you have to do your biometric. So the CSA team, this is the biometric tablet, smart tablet, that the CSA team will go from office to office to enroll your biometric fingerprint. So this is my colleague who are doing the demo. We recorded her fingerprint, and then we also, with the same device, you can take the picture of the person. So this is to ensure that the person is actually who they say they are, and then after the biometric is completed, the status will change that this person now has been onboarded. So this is the onboarding process that's going to work among the HR staff and the CSA staff. The next step, after you get onboarded, you have to apply for LPA. The same thing, the national ID. Once you enter your national ID, all your information is already there. Your salary, your name, your gender, like the DG said, we've already integrated with the payroll system. So you're not coming to tell us your salary. We already know your salary. So based on your salary, the system will be able to determine your ceiling, how much you're allowed to take, and how much you can take and how your payment scheme is going to be. So in this case, we put 2,000 and 6 months, but the system will give error, say no, you can't take 2,000 because based on your salary, you need to pay 33.3% and 6 months, so the system automatically calculates. That was one of the inefficiencies that we had in the current system. So now the staff can come back and change the amount from 2,000 now to 1,000. Upon changing that, the system now says it's possible, and the system automatically gives you the breakdown in terms of how you're supposed to pay, the month you're supposed to pay. So in this is the loan deduction breakdown per month: November, December, January, February, March. So April 2016, this person will be done paying this money. So this scenario means you took $1,000 and then you pay every month $178 will be deducted. The person's salary actually is $700 that we use as the example. And then for security reason, we don't want people applying on behalf of people. Remember, we asked for the telephone number. So before this application for LPA can be submitted, the system will ask for a telephone number. So the system automatically sends a text message to the applicant that the applicant will give back to whoever applying on their behalf. There are two ways you can apply. Either you go to your HR department or you do it by yourself, self-service. We are aware that most of our people can do it by themselves, so they can go to the HR department that they will be taught. Next week, we'll be going on the training for our HR staff to show them how to use the system. Upon validation of the code, the submit LPA application button is automatically selected, and then it gives you the terms and conditions. Again, this is the current form, so we're not changing anything. We just automated the process. So the same form we've been using, that's the same form. Now, once the application is submitted, it goes to the director for HR, who then reviews to make sure that everything is correct. You have your employment date, you don't have any other loan. So there are so many other compliance requirements that's needed. Everything is now handled in the system. So that HR director will actually be working in the system to make sure. So all the information that was initially inputted can now be seen by the director. So you notice we didn't have the year of employment, so the director can make corrections, anything to the information. Now, the system, the director cannot decide. The director can only recommend a decision. So the system asks you recommendations. So in this case, the director is recommending approval. So now it goes to the deputy for administration, or the head of the agency that has the power to approve from the land ministry agency before it leaves to CSA. So this is the same interface. The deputy minister or the health institution will have permission for decision. They can also determine or decide as to whether if this loan should be pushed forward or if it should be denied. At this point, if they are okay with everything, if the thing is fine, they just click a button. Once they click the button, the applicant receives a text message. The text message comes up and it tells them that one, you have been approved from the land ministry. Now your information now is sent to CSA. So this is the message. Hi Teresa, your LPA application has been in the amount has been submitted to CSA for further processing. So now it's no longer at the MA, it's now with the CSA welfare department. So they will log into the system as any other user. Now they log in. LPA scheme central administration. This is the case, Teresa, $1,000, the payment term, everything. So what was submitted from in this example was internal affairs. They get to see everything. Now, the welfare department is structured in two levels. We have the compliance and we have the approval level. So the compliance officer just go through, just to make sure that all the information is correct. Before, they are all manual processes. Now they do it on the computer, at home, from anywhere, and the system is 100% automated. So at this point, they just click a button. So we notice all we're doing here, we just click a button. We just click a button and the process moving. Now after you click that button, it goes to the final stage, which is the actual approval. And that authority has been designated to the head of welfare. So he reviews that application and then click that button. Upon that also receives another text message that they have officially been approved and then the system will give them an approved LPA code. That is the entire application process from the land ministry to the user. At this point, you see there is an application has been approved, and now the employee now can go to the vendor to do the transaction. So once you are approved, you go to the vendor. At the vendor location, there are 3 things you need to do. The first one, like any other transaction, take your goods. When you get to the counter, you just tell them that you're paying with LPA. They will bring this device for you. This is the POS. All our vendors will be given this POS. Once you are given the POS, you put in your finger, and then with the same POS, it will allow you to sign. And then upon signing, we also take your picture, and your goods will print a receipt. The system prints a receipt on this equipment as well. So the same way our POSs work, that's the same way this is going to work. This is another means of payment. And then upon that, the user receives a text message telling them that their payment has been successful. I want to thank you very much.
So that was a clear presentation from the technical team from the LPA team to how you can be able to go through the process of being part of this opportunity set up by the government of Liberia through the Civil Service Agency. So,
it's a piece of cake. I mean, I haven't been here before, but I was telling you.
as we move on, I will just give you a little clear understanding of this.
So let us welcome now
launch. The LPA scheme is a life-changing social economic opportunity for civil and public servants. Increase sales and purchases for both vendors and consumers, resulting in a boost to the country's economy amidst various challenges. So this chain is designed to provide credible alternatives to enhance the well-being of Liberians within the public service. Keep following the broadcast.
To always pray for this country. Our Father is people where people go. I don't know what to do on my day. No more for our children's future. Liberia, we were one people. Liberia people today, they just our land. They all come together, so we can have our Why is it so much we are still forcing Liberian people come together so we now have our peace will come we have been only come together we will have we die peace will come we have been only come together we will have our peace. Now for Liberian words for our children's future
So that was the musical material thing.
I don't know much about this language, but everybody wants to take it with them. All right. So you remember when we started the event here, I gave a little joke, not a joke, about drug issue, right? So I'm teaming up with a young lady, but a lady. I don't want to say young, I don't want to say old to offend her. I'm teaming up with a lady and we are going to various schools. We started with 3 schools already, telling the young people about saying no to drugs, because you know they can wear the kayana, they can wear the kue. But she has a special point, because even the pastors too can fall prey to it too. So ladies and gentlemen, let's call on the award-winning journalist, Maya Zango, and she's going to come and read on that point. Now, if you don't cry, I don't know what's wrong with you, or if you don't have emotions when you finish reading that poem, then I don't know.
After no more money. I see her there laughing. Good afternoon. I want them to say now. As you all know, Trump is taking over Liberia slowly. I need to tell you. I don't even need to re-emphasize because it is crucial. Our children, many of our children are falling prey. Even politicians, pastors, all of them, they can tell that to them. But no, we can explain the things small. So Hassan and I took upon ourselves to be going to schools because we say we want to target the younger generation, mostly the students, because the children can put it in the backpack, in Kenya, Milkende, Kue, and carry on campuses. Children as young as 6 graders are taking drugs. So I'm going to do this point. I learned this point when I was 19. I am 53 years old and it's still in the back of my head. This point has been guiding me against drugs because every time I recite it, it tells me the danger. I will tell you, Koki is coming to speak to you. He will tell you what he does to the human body. He boasting, he bragging. I mean, he talking more than he president. Just listen to the words of this point. If you can recall, take your phone, you record my button, rewind. If you can recall, take your Android phone and record because I want this message to go everywhere. My button, rewind. The younger children, they start they say, and then they please read the point for us. Memorize it in my brain. I'm gonna take it ready and feed you. Me, I'm gonna spoon feed you. The feed too entitled. I'm here for that. Okay, listen to the point. Beware, my friends. My name is Cocaine. Coke for sure. And I enter any country without a passport. Ever since I have been wanted, my junkies are punchers, plain clothes, security, and fools are mostly taken by users who need a quick fix. I will make a schoolboy forget his books. I will make a beautiful queen neglect her looks. I will take a renowned speaker and make him a bull. I will take your mother and make her a fool. I will make a teacher forget how to teach. And I will make a preacher now want to preach. All kinds of people have fallen under my wings. Just look around and see the example of my sins. I got daughters turning on their mothers. I got sisters robbing their brothers. I got butler robbing the Lord houses, the churches. And I've got husbands picking their spouses. I'm the king of the crown and a piece of the destruction. Just watch the paper. User body malfunction. I cause your babies to be born up. I will turn an honest snake into a crow. I will make you rob, steal, and kill because under my power you have no will. I'm not talking now.
Mr. Cooking.
Remember now, friends? And Big C, though not, they some call me Italian way, target, way lady. I come in many forms. Kush, zombie, tramadol, the latest one. They say spark and die, and solar panel.
Why would you call them?
They saw actors, politicians, and sport heroes. I have been paid a cap from billion to zero. I'm about having it too tough for a man. I even caused the law to use a battering ram. I mean, yeah, I'm making her up all the earth. If you don't believe me, check our places like Zimbabwe, Red Light, Karen Street, Douala. I got a picking packet, snatching food where I have been shooting and stabbing common on the block. Now that you know friends, what will you do? If you decide to put on my sandal, you better ride really well. Because for the White House of Kogi, I will take you straight to HELL. Thank you.
There was a plan on the youth
That's my partner.
fight against
We
drugs.
are talking, we are doing it, going after with their people, and we talk to the people.
Welcome
So
to
that the young
this
people can leave the cocaine or this
broadcast.
back and
That is
down, or get the
LNTV.
drugs. So
We
you
are
know
coming
that.
to you from
Right?
the
So this time,
Salif
we are going straight to the
Ministerial
leaders.
Complex.
We have remarks.
And this
and
program
we'll start first
is
of all with
the
representative
government
from
of
HR
Liberia
directors of ministries,
through the civil
agencies,
service
and commissions.
agency launches the automated legal power of attorney LPA scheme. It is an innovative and fully automated system that enables civil servants to access essential goods and services on credit.
Permit me to say good afternoon, everyone. Permit me to say on the assistant protocol and respectfully recognize the presence of Ambassador Snyder, my uncle. He's here, and the rest of the platform guests. Do your job. Do your job. Do your job. That's the slogan we have and the mandate we have from our boss, the Director General, Honorable Josiah Chuka. Please give him a hand. We, the human resource directors across government, ministries, and agencies, extend our profound appreciation to the Director General of the Civil Service Agency, Honorable Dr. Josiah Joka Jr., and the entire CSA leadership and technical team of the successful official launch of the automated legal power of attorney LPA system. This historic milestone marks a significant advancement in the modernization of human resource management within the civil service. The introduction of the automated LPA not only promotes transparency and accountability, but also enhances efficiency in personal administration, ensuring that processes related to employee representation and authorizations are handled with integrity and speed. We recognize the visionary leadership, dedication, and collaborative spirit demonstrated by the CSA in driving this digital transformation agenda. Your commitment to reforming the automating key HR functions continues to inspire confidence among public sector HR professionals and strengthen the foundation of good governance and service delivery. On behalf of all HR directors in government, we say thank you for your foresight, innovation, and tireless effort in bringing this initiative to function. We remain committed to supporting the CSA in its continued pursuit of excellence in public service management. Together, we will continue to build a more efficient, transparent, and accountable civil service for the people of Liberia. Do your job. Do your job. Thank you.
And let us know, do your job. So we now call on our partner banks, first starting with IB Bank, the representative, please.
So the master of ceremony on this program is our own Hassan Keru from the Liberia Broadcasting System. He is the Deputy Director General for Media Services at the LBS.
Special Representative of the President of the Republic of Liberia, Dr. Josiah Chokai, Director General of the CSA, various heads and representatives of government entities present, my colleagues in the financial sector, vendors, distinguished guests, the press, one and all. Today marks a very important moment for all of us, even though we're not in the government sector, but we support the government initiatives. It's a very important movement as we touch the lights up for the path towards financial stability that has been rekindled. You know, growing up, my mother was a civil servant. I am a direct beneficiary of the LPA. But growing up, I didn't even know what LPA meant. All I knew was that if we needed something in the house, my mom would go and take LPA and get it. But the process was like that. So this scheme has provided a lifeline for many households through the years. And there are still many visible evidences and testimonies to the success. I'm sure I'm not the only person in this room today that has benefited from the LPA scheme. You know, civil servants are often faced with challenges. They don't make as much money as people in the private sector. So, in meeting their daily needs, this helps. This initiative seeks to alleviate challenges and provide a safety net for civil servants enrolled in the program. So I encourage you to encourage people who work in government entities to enroll in the scheme. Civil servants can begin to enjoy a long-standing payroll credit system which enables a credit line against your salaries to purchase goods and access various services. International Bank Liberia Limited assures you of a reliable partnership and our unwavering commitment to support this initiative. We have weathered various storms with the Liberian people, and we are here to sail with you to prosperity. And we're working along with the CSA to do this. The wars did not break us. Ebola, COVID, Mpox, and all the other flus and things are coming to kill us. So it has not dampened our commitment to Liberia. For and on behalf of our board of directors and staff at ID Bank, we want to congratulate the CSA for digitizing this process and making it seamless. Thank you.
That was the representative from the
Thank you so much
ID Bank.
The beautiful statement. We call on a representative from Echo Bank.
Now the Echo Bank will come to the podium for a statement.
Good afternoon, everyone. Honorable Charles Nato, representing the President of the Republic of Liberia as Chief Minister. Honorable Josiah Jokan, Director of CSA. My colleagues from other banks, guests, invitees. I bring you greetings from the Pan African Bank, Echo Bank, a part one of it, group of banks, Republic of Liberia. We are happy to be part of this initiative, which we believe is very important and in the interest of the people of Liberia, not just restricted to civil service. We believe the initiative is important because credit is the lifeline to grow an economy. We know that your salary is not all you earn. There are purchases you want to make. There are initiatives you want to undertake. There are programs you want to be a part of. You want to own a house, maybe a vehicle. Your salary just cannot acquire those assets for you at a time, unless where that salary is given to you over a period of time. And something that we are working with CSA to make a reality. This is not the starting of this program. The initiative has been in place for a while now. But I think what is important is the automation. Because we realized for the past more than 1 year, the volume recorded is still small because of the manual process. If you have people circulating and moving from one point to another, how many employees are you going to process in a week? How many of them are you going to process in a month? So I think the idea to automate the process is worthwhile and is welcome. And as Ecobank, this is something we love to be a part of. As a matter of fact, we call ourselves Ecobank the digital bank. We don't have a picture to be moving people from one point to another. So we are fully part of this process and we support to the sector. You know, and that has to do with credit. The next question is, how do we pay back? Usually banks will ask those questions. But you know, the process starts and there's no part of the entire process that will left addressed. And the issue of risk is also addressed because our understanding is that deduction will be made as source and then paid to the banks. That eliminates the risk and the question of how payment is going to be made. And so we say to you, we have the commitment from Ecobank to support the process and we will support it to the fullest. And let me just remind you that Ecobank already has a program in place for salary advance, which some of you are aware of and you benefited from as well. So that is also a program that was launched along with CSA sometime last year, and that program is working where you can be able to have access to 50% of your salary at 3%. And then you pay, it is revolving in a month. But the reason why we have to extend it is that it's not just everyone who needs cash. You can go beyond cash. You want to build your house, you want to purchase a vehicle, you want to open your own small business. And so instead of restricting and limiting it to cash, we thought that it was important to extend it beyond that. We believe that once it works for the economy, it's going to work for us as a bank. Because once the economy is good, is blooming, of course the bank will be happy to be in such an economy because we will do business. here. I will say again, to repeat what I said earlier, I then to emphasize that we are in it together with CSD. We are here to support the agenda of the rest of the government, and we will continue to do that from the government. Thank you.
That was the Eco Bank representative,
so
and
much,
earlier was the Abbey Bank.
We just send your bill afterwards. Without promo some advance. Anyway, let's continue. Yes. So we now call on representative from the LPA vendors. One person. If we have one person to come up. Is that you? Okay, good. Let's bring some bell.
LPA vendor is coming here. I think it's for Semenko.
Since we could not bring the cement back here, the EPA people will owe us. So we brought this, Dicky. This, it represents the cement. Thank you. So,
Well, I'd like to make full disclosure.
yeah.
The deed received a bag, I don't know what was in there. So I have some shirts.
Training items.
There is no envelope in this.
Thank you. Bottle.
Okay, it's a bottle, water bottle.
Yeah, water bottle.
This is a t-shirt. And then we have mountain LPA flyer.
No, that one from you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then a dollar.
Okay.
We appreciate it.
Thank you. We're going to do the same thing. Because of my voice, okay, thank you. So,
The people brought big bag. It was just a year. We didn't even know what it
thank you, good afternoon again. And standing on the existing protocol, I want to say thank you to the government of Liberia. Dr. Kai, we say we're not just a vendor, we are a cornerstone partner to Liberia's development since 1968. Today, we want to reaffirm our commitment to building Liberia, and we want to assure you again that we will only have high quality cement products available at a very reasonable price. We have cement. If nobody knows here, Labrador owns cement. Just for the record, we are a Liberian company with support from Germany, heavy materials that run our day-to-day operations. But we assure every civil servant that the small thing what we take for the deal called myself and you, that we used to be hard to. And this is not just about selling the cement, it's about affording a salary worker an opportunity to build a home. We are excited on this initiative. Thank you, DG. And we're looking forward to negotiating even a minimum cost as we go forward. But no more, one more people will talk right now. So we wanted to be the lowest. I used to be a civil servant. I don't know where I made the go. So we want all Liberia the opportunity to build a home, and not just to only build a home, to build homes that you can rent to people, and then we all can develop Liberia together. Thank you. That's all that's done.
Thank you. The mayor has to say they budget too. Not bad. All right, so we'll call on a Civil Servant Association Liberia.
The Honorable President.
Now the civil service. Association of Liberia.
Hold on. The Civil Service Association of Liberia.
I'd like to set on existing protocols. To you, my fellow civil servants, say hats off. We, on behalf of the civil servants of the Republic of Liberia, wholeheartedly and heartfully appreciate this innovation. This initiative, we think it has the ability of transforming our status to some extent. The result from this initiative, as end users, we think is geared towards, if not dragging us, but taking us from at least some level of uneasiness socially, and to taking us somewhere where in the future, after public service, we can turn around and say, when I was working with government, this SYCT I achieved. So we say to you, Honorable Director General, you and your team, we wholeheartedly appreciate this initiative. Ambassador Senator, we want to give you 3 messages that you take to the Executive Marshal for us. The first one is to tell His Excellency, the President, that we appreciate our civil servants, we appreciate the team that is currently at the Civil Service Agency. Every other step, since their incumbency, every other initiative they are taking is geared towards improving our condition. The second one is that you should tell the Chief Executive that to little bit look at the work done at the Ministry of Labor. I said this to me that many of our brothers and sisters that are graduating from the various universities and our children they're embarrassing us because there is no job. There is no job. So as a result, our little salary that we are making as civil servants, our brothers and sisters that are coming from the various universities and no job, they are hammering us. They are taking a hold in our process. So we are even asking if the Ministry of Labor will give 10,000 work permits to foreigners to work in our country. We think it's not doing well for the economy. If we can give 10,000 jobs to young Nigerians that are graduating from various universities, we all know what it will mean for our economy. So we are asking our head of state to throw eyes to what is happening in the Ministry of Labor. Secondly, I will tell you the last one before I take my seat. We still have some unanswered questions. And it has become, it was a bad law that has come forward. We have been bedeviled by the harmonization from the past administration. And as we speak now, that question has not been answered by the rescue team. We are asking you to please convey to the Chief Executive that we still look forward to this harmonization being taken out and our just salary being given to us. Because we want to live. We want to live a decent life. All the exercises we are seeing here, if our salaries can only be amended, I think it will do us well. We look up to you, we look up to the Ministry of Finance to give us the type of at the end of the next fiscal year. Thank you very much.
That was the representative from
Thank you.
Civil Service
Let me call
Association of Liberia.
Mr. Vivian C. Jones, CEO, Montana, Assistant Developer for Liberia. The person who developed the system, that when you do your thing and you will be there, you get that too.
Good afternoon. Please allow me to stay on existing protocols.
thanks to God Almighty for His guidance as we strive to leave Liberia a better place for future generations. Montana is contributing to the development of Liberia using technology for the changes we desire. Montana was founded with a vision for transforming Liberia using technology. Today, we know that Liberians can excel when our government provides the enabling environment. Thinking Liberia, loving Liberia, and building Liberia begins by putting Liberians and Liberian IT companies first. If the funding for a technology project is self-funded through the budget, a public-private partnership, a grant or loan, Liberian IT companies must be prioritized. Montana has developed solutions for various sectors. During the COVID pandemic, Montana worked with the Ministry of Health developing a COVID end-to-end data management solution and the globally accepted COVID travel certificate. We also deployed an online management learning system for the Ministry of Education in 156 public high schools throughout Liberia in all 15 counties. The solution brings learning resources to students with no access to the internet. We are here to make a difference. Our partnership with the CSA ensures long-term sustainability with deployment across the 15 counties. Using biometric and mobile technology, Montana is introducing a solution that eliminates fraud, introduces efficiency, and ensures data security at every level. We are also, by extension, playing a major role in reducing the use of cash, goods and services. If a vendor has products to sell or services to offer, the LPA platform is a bridge to reaching customers, specifically civil servants. I would like to thank the Director General, Dr. Josiah F. Jukai Jr. and his team at the CSA for the confidence placed in Montana. I want to assure you that we are committed to the successful implementation of the project. Special thanks to the Montana team for the hard work. Without their sacrifices and long nights, I know that, this launch would not have been successful. And I will say, Mr. President, through Ambassador Snedler, we seldom have the opportunity to speak to you directly on issues affecting Liberian-owned technology companies. Technology is one sector that can empower every other sector of our economy. Every pillar of the arrest agenda requires technology. We believe that the timeline for delivery of government services within 48 hours should be the norm and not the exception. Technology makes it possible. I want to say thanks to you, Mr. President, for the passage of Executive Order 147 mandating the use of the national ID for all government services and banking transactions. A national identity system provides benefits like secure and trusted identification, improved access to services, financial inclusion, and enhanced public safety. It can simplify government processes, reduce fraud and crime, and ensures accurate delivery of public services. Mr. President, unfortunately, although Liberian-owned IT companies have a wealth of experience developing and integrating biometrics, GIS, and other leading-edge technologies for national systems, this administration and previous administrations have continued to look outside of Liberia to foreign firms for work that can be done by Liberians. We cannot grow the technology sector, train the next generation, and expand the economy if we continue allowing foreign firms to take on work that can be done by Liberian-owned IT companies. We have the solutions to address and solve the challenges faced by ministries, agencies, and SOEs. We can do it cheaper, faster, and dare I say, better than foreign firms. We also guarantee long-term sustainability. Please give us the opportunity to demonstrate what thinking, loving, and building Liberia by Liberians really is.
The automation of the LPA system is more advanced and complicated than capturing of fingerprints and printing of secure national ID cards. This LPA platform includes workflow and integration with financial institutions and other systems. This platform is designed for use across Liberia in all 15 counties. If we can develop such a system, we can definitely manage, maintain, and expand systems at the National Identification Registry, the Liberian Land Authority, and many other agencies. Our development partners continue to set requirements that systematically and automatically exclude us from submitting responsive bids. For example, automating the LPN system has never been done in Liberia. If partners were funding this, their requirement would state that we must have at least developed it in 3 countries and must have made $2 to $3 million for the past 3 years. That is impossible for any Liberian company to do. These requirements exclude Liberians. We have built and managed complicated systems. We need the playing field to be level, and the process must be inclusive to ensure significant participation of Liberian-owned IT firms. Currently, Liberian-owned IT firms are in the process of organizing the Liberian Information Technology Consortium, LITCOM. The goal of the consortium is advocacy, awareness, capacity building, advisory to public and private sector actors, and advancing technology in Liberia. Technology will help us leapfrog Liberia's development. We will need the support of all branches of government to fast-track the growth of the IT sector. We will need policies that ensure inclusivity of Liberian-owned IT firms in all government and development partners' initiative or projects. I would like to appeal to you, Your Excellency, that you kindly consider policy or legislation mandating the use of competent Liberian-owned IT companies for all technology-related projects. Local content and Liberianization are policies that need to be strengthened and enforced. I will go one step further and ask that included in any policy and legislation is a clause that Liberian-owned IT companies take the lead in projects with 70% local participation. We know the players in the technology sector across the globe, and we are in the best position to decide who comes to the table when our tax dollars are being spent. Lastly, Mr. President, competent Liberian-owned IT firms stand ready to lead human capacity development, solve critical national problems, and most importantly, build the systems that will power the growth of our economy today and for the future. We need your help and involvement to make Thinking Liberia, Loving Liberia, and Building Liberia a reality. Thank you.
Thank you.
So that's the
Thank you so
honor
much.
with Tana
Can we give you a big round of applause?
to develop the platform where you can go and register for
Josiah Jokai, Dr. General of the
LPA scheme.
Executives of IB, EcoBank, AfriLand, Cabinet Ministers present, heads of commissions and autonomous agencies, members of the business community, collaborating partners on the LPA, Civil Servant Association of Liberia, students, members of the Fourth Estate, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasing duty at this time to invite to the podium Ambassador Charles Netta, representing His Excellency Joseph Mabwala, President of the Republic of Liberia.
Mrs. Charles Center is representing His Excellency Joseph Mabwala, President of Liberia.
Thank you.
Is now to the podium.
Good afternoon to all. It's indeed an honor to stand here representing the President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Yemabuatai, who regrets for not being here this morning as he continues to expand the relationship of Liberia with the international community. In the past 24 hours, His Excellency and presently is receiving ambassadors presenting their credentials to Liberia. As I speak, he is receiving in his office the ambassador designate of Australia for the first time in Liberia. Yesterday, we have so many Liberians currently living in Australia. So Australia thought it wise to have representation in Liberia. And yesterday, Pakistan presented their letters. So it's an honor for me to stand here representing our president. And I want to thank you so much for receiving me, Director General, and your team. I'm also going to be here, the acting Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Mr. Steve Quia, is supposed to be here, but presently he also is on the seat at the Senate for his confirmation. We pray that he will be confirmed. He has been confirmed. Thank you for that information. Again, standing in these important shoes make me feel so great. And I'm honored to stand here to read to you the statement His Excellency should have given you if he was here. So please give me your ears for a few minutes while I do that. The Dean and members of the Cabinet, the Director General of the Civil Service Agency, Dr. Josiah Joket Jr., heads of government ministries, agencies, and commissions, Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps and international partners, executives of EcoBank, executives of International Bank, Liberia Limited, and other commercial banks, Watana Consultants and Technology Group, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the Fourth Estate, fellow Liberians. Today we gather not merely to launch a digital platform, but to rekindle a legacy of empowerment, trust, and dignity for every public servant in Liberia. Before the dark years of our civil conflict, the legal power of attorney the LPA scheme stood as a powerful symbol of the government's care for its employees. It gave teachers, nurses, administrators, and security officers the means to build homes, furnish them with pride, and support their families with dignity. Civil servants simply presented the government identification cards, selected the items they needed, and repaid over time with no down payment, no humiliation, and no bureaucracy delay. This initiative did more than provide goods. It built lives, strengthened families, and inspired loyalty to public service. It was a cornerstone of motivation and a major retention factor for the civil service. Sadly, after the war, that vision was lost For decades, the LPA scheme, once a bright empowerment, remained dormant or inaccessible to the very people it was created to serve. Fellow Liberians, today marks the end of that long wait. Today, I stand before you to declare that a new day has come for all government workers. My administration through the Civil Service and the agency has transformed and automated the legal power attorney scheme. The process, once tedious and frustrating, has been redesigned into a modern, digitalized, and efficient system that removes barriers and restores confidence. Under the new arrangements, each government employee will biometrically enroll through fingerprint identification. Vendors' participation in the LPA program will be equipped with customized LPA point of sale, the POS verification machines. Employees will simply walk into any approved LPA store, verify their identity, pick up their goods without down payment, and walk out with dignity. The total cost of items will be spread over 6 months, with small monthly deduction from salaries. So you take plenty of things and you pay small. This program covers all government employees, civil servants, and appointed officials alike. It is a model of financial inclusion, efficiency, and respect for the workforce. Fellow Liberians, the launch of these two transformative programs form part of my government's border reform and modernization agenda for public service. On July 4th, 2024, we launched the Employee Status Registration Regularization Project, the ESRP, a national payroll verification and cleanup exercise. I assured civil servants that we will not only clean the system, but also improve their welfare. I am proud to report that we have kept that promise. Today, no civil servant earned less than $150 US. We have implemented a salary top-up initiative for more than 23,000 essential workers across the health, education, security, and agriculture sectors. This is not just a policy, it is a moral commitment to fairness and equality for those who serve our nation. Our commitment to fairness and inclusion goes beyond digital reform. It is extended to the very heart of human dignity, the right of every worker to be recognized and rewarded for their service. For many years, thousands of Liberians have labored selflessly in classrooms and health facilities across our nation, teaching our children, tending to the sick, and supporting community health delivery without a single paycheck. These are long-serving volunteers, teachers, nurses, and health workers who kept Liberia's social sector alive through unimaginative hardship while they work. This insensitive treatment has now come to an end. Under my administration, the government of Liberia, through a multi-sectoral collaboration involving the civil service agency, the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, the Ministry of Health, and the Ministry of Education, is strongly vetting, validating, and integrating those professionals and experienced essential workers directly into a centralized government payroll system managed by the Civil Service Agency. By placing these qualified and dedicated librarians on the payroll, we are strengthening educational delivery, ensuring that every classroom has a motivated teacher. We are fortifying the health system, ensuring that every clinic and hospital has the manpower it needs to deliver quality care. And we are empowering families, improving livelihoods, and restoring faith in the social contract between the government and its people. We also reconstituted the Civil Service Board of Appeal for the first time in 18 years, enabling fair and transparent resolution of employees' grievances. In under 2 years, the board had received 214 cases, resolved 49, reinstated 71 employees, and reduced arbitrary suspension and dismissal across the public service, boosting employees' confidence and job security. On October 31st, 2024, Vice President Jeremiah Parkoon inaugurated the National Civil Service Training Center. This fully computerized, merit-based recruitment system now serves as the gateway for employment into the civil service. It is the first of its kind in Liberia's history. These reforms reflect our deep commitment to competence, integrity, and justice, and true pillars of our national renewal. In keeping with Article 89 of the 1986 Constitution, I have submitted for legislative enactment an act to govern the Civil Servant Commission, which will replace the prior Civil Service Agency Act of 1973, currently in full force. This new commission will function as an independent and automated regulatory body, ensuring fair access to employment, professional development, and transparent grievance resolution within the public service. This is more than restructuring. It is about restoring trust, accountability, and dignity in the way our government treats its employees. As we officially launch this landmark initiative, I hereby declare the automated legal power of attorney system officially launched. I direct the Civil Service Agency to immediately begin the enrollment of all government employees, appointed and careered across the country. I further encourage all participating businesses, vendors, and banks to extend this service nationwide. I wish to express profound appreciation to the Civil Service Agency under the dynamic leadership of Dr. Josiah F. Jokier Jr. for his explanatory innovation and result-driven reform. The transformation taking place across our workforce is a direct outcome of your professionalism and dedication. I extend special thanks to Watangama Consulting and Technology Group, and a proudly Liberian company for developing and automating the new LPA system, proof that Liberians' integrity can empower national progress. To Bank Liberia, to International Bank Liberia Limited, and all participating vendors and institutions, thank you for believing in Liberia's vision for a digital, transparent, and people-centered government system. To all government workers, this moment belongs to you. These programs exist to restore your pride, erase your burden, and reframe your importance in national building. Please take advantage of them. Use them wisely. Continue to serve your country with honesty, dedication, and excellence. You are the heartbeat of our government. Your work sustains our hospitals, educates our children, safeguards our communities, and drives national development. My government stands with you to empower you and uplift you. Together, let us build a civil service that is professional, motivated, and accountable, a workforce that mirrors the hope and aspiration of a new, renewed Liberia. With faith in God, confidence in our people, and commitment to service, we can transform our nation, one reform, one innovation, one worker at a time. May God bless you and continue to bless the Republic of Liberia. I thank you.
It was Mr. Charles Slender. He is the proxy for His Excellency Joseph Boakai, and the government of Liberia has officially launched the legal power of attorney. That's the LPA scheme initiative that is built to give national workers, that's public workers, the opportunity to access their needs. That is, if you are Jane and you need some item, you don't have the finance on hand, you can go to the LPA vendors, any of their vendors around the country, and order in for your needs, and later will be deducted from your salaries. So the new initiative under this program is the automated, that is, it is digital, and you can go to the online platform of the RPA, that is the www.lpscam.com, and log in your information. You don't need to put in your salaries. All you need is your national ID card number and your name, and your whole information of salary will be registered from, because every employee of government entity will be registered on that platform. So you just need your national identification ID number, and you are eligible to take whatever you want to take. So welcome to LNTV. We are still here on the launch of the Civil Service Agency, LPA.
Good afternoon to everyone. Standing on existing protocol and from the terror framework of a comprehensive human resource management and a meaningful historic public service delivery, and on behalf of the Civil Service Agency, led by the erudite, firebrand, result-oriented Nationalist Director General, I have a distinct pleasure of expressing our heartfelt gratitude to all those who have made this important occasion possible. To first and foremost, I would like to thank our distinguished and illustrious guest, His Excellency Ambassador Joseph Imabwaka Sr., President of the Republic of Liberia, who has been represented by Ambassador Charles Town. Your Excellency, your continuous support, Your Excellency, your continuous support and dedication have been instrumental in reaching us this milestone. To officials of the Liberian government and the human resource managers here, we say thanks for gracing this program with your presence and support. Your encouragement, commitment to help build a vibrant, motivated, and resilient workforce truly inspire us. Special thanks to Montana, EcoBank, International Bank, Afriland, and all businesses that are formed and part of this LPA platform. We cherish the partnership so kindly. We also extend our sincere appreciation to our organizing team, whose meticulous planning and effort ensure the smooth conduct. Our heartfelt thanks to everyone who has contributed, be it through advice, resources, or encouragement, to bring this project to fruition. Lastly, thank you all for your participation and interest. Your presence today signifies the importance of this partnership, and we look forward to a fruitful collaboration ahead. With this, I conclude by once again expressing our deepest gratitude to everyone present, distinguished professional colleagues and special guests. Let us, in the voice of our patriotic president, think Liberia, love Liberia, and build Liberia.
Think Liberia, love Liberia, and build Liberia is the president's
Thank you so much.
statement, usual statement from his inauguration, and almost Liberian are taking in that slogan.
So people are looking at my script. Look at that long way the man described. I could go there, All right, so we are going to say the benediction. After that, we'll take a group photo here. After the group photo, the people from the high table, government officials, led by the Director General himself, will go to the conference room in the CSA for a little snack. Those of us here can stay right here. Just look to your right. Something is there. Look to your left. Something is there. So we have plenty for everybody. Okay? So government officials, people at the high table, will go with the Director General to his area where he will treat you to little small things. So walking. Yeah, lucky, right? Someone said walking, lucky. So with that, next I have a benediction. Is Imam Ali Kari here? Imam Ali Kari, are you here? Okay, he's there. Bishop, what about the Jubilee? Ali Cry, Bishop Jubilee Praise in Worship Center.
So as we go to the beneficiation of the program, we have this short understanding of this LPH camp. It's a life-changing socio-economic opportunity for civil and public servants, increases sales and purchases for both vendors and consumers, resulting in a boost to the country's economy amidst various challenges. The scheme was designed and to provide credible alternatives to enhance the economic well-being of Liberians within the public service, given their limited income and wages. It is also a mechanism through which public servants may require properties and items such as building materials, furniture, electronics, and goods and services from business firms on credit without severe financial burden, and with a minimum cost of 5% interest added to the total value of the items procured, and remittance made over a period of 6 months through staff's monthly salary deduction. So in collaboration with the Civil Service Agency, government of Liberia has officially launched the legal power of attorney scheme, and innovation and fully automated system that enables civil servants to access credit. So the house is full of members of the Civil Servant Association. We have the Director General for the CSA, Josiah Joker. We have representative from banks, the Eco Bank, Abbey Bank, and LBD as well. So, welcome to this platform. It is LNTV. We are coming to you live from the Ellen Johnson Salif Ministerial Complex, where the government has officially launched the automated legal power of attorney. That's the LPA. In common Liberian men will say Liberia pay after. So, and we have a new platform that is going to help employees of governments to access this initiative. The process is easy as you can, so all you need. Okay, so shortly we'll come to the end of this broadcast, and I'm Tamar Fofana. I'm here with my colleague Ayesin Yeba. So thank you for watching.